everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of In the Warzone. I'm WarzonePrez, co-host of AllDigitalradio's Gamers Playpen, here with my very own show called In the Warzone, where I'm going to answer questions you pose about video games, talk a lot about video game history, and kind of shed tidbits here and there about my thoughts and feelings on video games. For opening show, I actually had planned to talk about a little bit of video game history, but then I was kind of brought to a screeching halt because of a Guinness World Record that was brought up about the best-selling video game of all time. I was told, yeah, the best-selling video game of all time is Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. Well, the actual number of units sold, according to Guinness, was somewhere around 40.24 million, I think. But I have a problem with that. You see, that number includes games sold in bundles with the system. There's been some debate over whether to count games that are sold with bundles. To be honest, there were three different systems that Super Mario Bros. Was sold with. It was sold with the Action Pack, which is the one I purchased with Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. There was the Deluxe set, which no, the Deluxe set didn't. I'm sorry, I apologize. Deluxe set did not come with Super Mario Bros. The Sports set did come with Super Mario Bros. And Nintendo Track and Field, I think it was, and some of the control decks around the holiday season, they used to throw in Super Mario Bros. As kind of a bonus. So, do you really count that as a sale? In my personal opinion, the one that came up number 2 on their list is actually number 1. Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES sold 17.24 million copies, roughly 18 million. But it also was bundled with a console. Well, wait, should we count that? Well, seeing as how it was bundled with the console in the last year of its life, I don't really see that as making much of a difference, because people weren't really buying NES as much at that point. At that point, most people owned an NES and were just buying the game itself for the game. Now, you're asking yourself, well, you know, we should count games that are bundled with systems. Well, in that case, 2 weeks ago, Wii Sports surpassed Super Mario Bros. As the number 1 selling game in America. But it was bundled with the Wii. Well, technically in Japan, they sold it separately, so you could say that combined sales. But if you really want to get technical about it, take a look at PC games. Minesweeper, Microsoft Solitaire. They've been bundled with Windows since 3.0. You know, Vista sold 88 million copies alone. How many copies of Solitaire or Minesweeper is that? So it really depends which way you look on the issue, how you want to put it in perspective. But as far as I'm concerned, Super Mario Bros. 3 is by far the best-selling standalone game cartridge in video game history, period. And I think I will move on to my next segment. One more thing I wanted to talk about during the show today. On this past week's Gamers Playpen, we talked extensively about a redo of our top 10 most annoying video game characters. And while I haven't come up with a top 10 of my own to share with you on the show today, I will agree with one pick that was recently brought to my attention that absolutely annoyed the living hell out of me. That would be Navi from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Who wasn't annoyed by the "Hey, listen!" constantly in your freaking ear when playing that damn game? definitely ranks up there with Slippy from Star Fox as one of the most annoying characters, and in my opinion, at least for the moment, the number one slot on my list. Hopefully by next week I will come up with a much bigger list. But that brings me to another thought. Why don't you weigh in on the situation? I know people have sent in dozens and dozens of emails to Skeeter on the Gamer's Playpen on the issue. If you have any questions on this or anything else that I have put on the show, you can email me at inthewarzone@aol.com and ask me anything you like about video game history, or like I said, weigh in on this annoying character issue. Well, that's pretty much it for this week's show. Like I said, this is just the pilot, so we're just kind of starting off here. You can see my a little bit of my underground bunker in the background. Next week, I will make sure to give you a little bit of a tour of the place to give you a feel of how big of a gamer I am, and basically what my role is on this show and the Gamer's Playpen. Also, don't forget to watch or listen to the Gamer's Playpen. It's on the AllDigitalradio network Monday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern. It's all talk about anything video games. Feel free to call in, write to Skeeter, whatever you need to do. And also don't forget to tune in weekly afterwards to this show, of course. And until next time, game over.